What the? Text.
Text? You know who that is? That's the Grinch. New girl. Wait.
So it's the next day. Yes, I have a sunburn. You probably can see. We're about to head into the city of Kua, or Kua. How do you pronounce it? Right? Kur. Yeah. So we're just gonna spend a bit of time over there, and then we're gonna be heading to Frank. At least me for today, and I have to pay 45 franken, which is like 45 euros or $55 for one train ticket. Yeah. Alright, see you there. So how did you enjoy the room?
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Had a couple of rough sleeps, but yeah.
We just had 2 here.
A couple, yeah, well, just 2, but you know what I mean.
Bye-bye.
Bye, buddy.
Sorry, war kurz Aufenthalt.
Hey, besser als nichts, Mann. Lieber 1,5 Tage als gar kein Tag. And Alex back in the cameraman Alex, fucking professional, getting the shots done. And after that, he's gonna do a fucking dank meme edit.
B-roll footage, go.
B-roll.
So on my way to Frank, I traveled during the peak traveling time where all soldiers from Switzerland were on their way home. For me, doing my civic service in Austria, it especially felt interesting to be in the middle of all of it. I spoke to 2 soldiers and they told me a bit about their everyday life. It was incredibly interesting that they managed to bring French and German under one roof, with many of them being comrades. So interesting how countries can be so similar and yet so different at the same time.
You're looking at Jesus, SMH. Are you documenting me or what?
Yeah,
I think it's a little bit watched, just a tad bit.
I'm studying the being a Frank.
Hey.
He spoke. Dude,
Morning.
I don't know what you're fabricating, but it smells freaking amazing.
Yeah, we'll make it breakfast tonight. Or this morning.
Wow.
We got carrots. On. So these are steamed carrots. We got bean paste instead of beans because I didn't have beans. We made scrambled egg the way Gordon Ramsay likes them. And I just threw a lot of shit in the pan and that was it. Breakfast! You know?
Approved.
That's the house.
Do you think Gordon Ramsay would approve?
I hope so. I mean, I tried my best to do the recipe as much as he likes to do it.
Oh, it's actually from him?
Yeah, it's like actually his recipe. Yeah.
Oh my.
With the creme fraiche and the butter and shit. Mine's a little more like solid, but because I wanted to spread it on a toast, he likes it more like custardy. And I like solids in there too. So I'd rather like let it sit there a little bit longer so that it develops these little texture, almost bubbles. I feel like that's a little bit tastier in my taste. But I do agree on the creme fraiche, really nice. Very refreshing. Oh yes. That wet stuff. Yeah. Mine's hot, dog.
So Frank, what have we just cooked or whatever you mean cooked?
Rice bowls.
You want to show them off too?
Oh yeah, of course. We got chicken teriyaki over here with some peanut sauce, and we got the avocado, carrot, and cucumber for the healthies, and they got the rice in the middle with some sesame. God damn. This dude be slapping. All right, you guys enjoy.
I am hungry to dig into this. Are we ready?
Yeah, I'm fucking ready to do it. Let's go. Some more teriyaki.
Is it less than?
This is good.
How do I eat it? How do I?
Chopsticks. I mean, what else?
Time to dig in. Frank, do your thing.
Fucking do the Frank thing. I hate that they're so fucking. No. Oh my God. Eins, zwei,
Frank, in the wildness.
in the wilderness.
Frank, do you want to explain where we're going now?
We're going to Boston. It's like one big city in like Canton, and yeah, that's what we're doing today. Do like a while I'm explaining this, do like a little montage of what we did today. Yeah, that's what we did. Very nice, very cool, very nice. Now we're about to do that, so you're gonna see it twice now. Let's go. So this history dates back to 1291, where 3 of the known founders started a rebellion against the Habsburgs, which back then was a huge ass family, and they had like these empires around Germany, and they were huge, right? And Switzerland didn't like that, or the people that lived here didn't like that. They wanted to revolt around them because they didn't like them. So they made a little pact that swore allegiance against each other. They had land, so they were landlords, kind of. So it was like a pact. The people could like help themselves and help each other, like rise. They were like kind of through a pact. They were connected in one country, but they still had like the full right of the whole region that they owned. So they were like comrades. And then slowly but surely, there were more that joined in. They conquered a lot of land. They were very powerful. Swiss military was very powerful. That's the reason why the Vatican City still hires them, is because of the historical like background of the Swiss military. Yes, car. And I think it was at the Napoleon era where France invaded Switzerland, made it a united country, and kind of pillaged it a little bit. Like they forced the military to fight for France, which sucked ass because France had no chance. And so they were basically just dying for nothing. And also they stole their money, they stole their good, they just ruined their pride. And so Switzerland revolted against that, and then they became what we are now. I think it was 1815 where they signed the contract and made this country.
All right. Well,
thing.
Thank you for the good insight.
Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, can you pay me an ad revenue?
Sorry. What?
Like 10% ad revenue because
I don't usually get money on YouTube. Not through YouTube.
You're gonna get sponsored on this video?
Well,
and I got like
if you click
percentage.
the video link in the description from audio.com, you can get a lifetime membership for audio for I think $200 or $300 if you're too late. Check it out.
Sounds pretty good.
Sounds pretty good. You should probably.
Music for life. To me.
Music lifetime membership.
Music lifetime members. You can die and you'd still have it.
Well, technically it expires when you personally die.
Well, what if you come back to life? Do they have like an afterlife promo code for it as well?
Afterlife membership, Jesus.
I'm gonna have to get in contact with audio.com. They're gonna be able to tell me for sure.
What?
What's the river?
This is the Limmat. It's one of the 3 rivers that cross here in Aargau. There's the Aare, the Limmat,
And there's another one I forgot, but there's 3, I know that. And they all like, they split, I think it was at around Otto. That's why Otto is so big, because they split around there. And then they like do like this little fancy oval shape, and then they meet again at some point, or I'm not sure anymore. I had this all in geography class once. I forgot it though, so I can't really give you an insight on that one anymore. It was once the thing I knew. Leg. Got a leg.
Can we talk about the fact that I paid 70 euros or like 70 Swiss francs to get from Eric's to his place? 70 bucks.
That's a monopoly, my guy.
Dude, like, in my opinion, trains should be covered by the state itself. Like, it should be in the state's interest to bring people around in order to improve the economy, but it doesn't seem to be a
Who's
thing.
gonna pay that?
Taxes.
But yeah, and who
you said,
pays the taxes?
I mean, one good argument you brought was that people who only drive with cars are probably not going to be willing to pay more.
Not going to be willing to pay.
Yeah, that's.
And then a country like Switzerland, for example, that has, like, its politics are so fought by because it takes so long to do any decision here, because of the fact that we're such a like the democratic country. We let everyone decide. And that's why there's no like decision actually made.
Right.
It takes so long to actually implement something. So I think that would at least take like a year or 2, even 3, something this big.
But
plus, yes, it is not a state country. It's not a federal country. It's not owned by anyone.
Yeah.
I don't even know where the fuck we're going. Oh, that's a collector's item right there.
Whoa! What is this car? Hep, can you tell me what kind of car this is?
I can't actually. I have no clue.
No,
This isn't even a car.
Apple probably knows what it is.
This isn't even a car, dude.
Oh, it's a.
That's that's a. Bro, that's not a car.
Oh, it's a car
wagon.
for.
It's a wagon. It's a yeah, it's a wagon.
Volkswagen for
Oh, it's like from Attack on Titan, those kind
Oh,
of things.
Yeah, it's a wagon.
from 18.
You remember how they reacted to like when they saw a car?
Oh my
for
God,
the
it's
first
car.
time? It's a car.
It's a car.
Car.
Come back,
stop,
car.
please.
We can cross the bridge here.
Just getting back to the topic from before, it would make sense for people who want to drive a lot with the train to pay like more taxes or like an extra fee just for the trains.
Yeah.
And everyone who doesn't has to pay the normal price tickets, right?
Yeah.
Would that make sense?
That would make sense.
That
yeah.
would be cool.
But then you'd have to, like, that's the problem because you can't really do that easily. Like, the state would have to survey, what do you drive more? What do you drive less? Are you a car user? Or are you a train user? And then you'd have to like divide them and then make those people that use the train pay tax fees. So maybe the state itself shouldn't do it alone. I think that's the benefit of having a company that is not entirely owned privately, which is the SBB, which is like it's a semi company. It's not owned fully privately. It has state like requirements that it needs to do. It needs to work. It needs to function. It needs to have a system that like benefits the country. You can't just have a monopoly and then not have rules. It's the same with Swisscom, which is like the biggest internet service provider. This one is also like a semi one. This one. It's federally required to have internet everywhere, like anywhere, and if not, they are legally forced to find a way to get the fucking. Even if it's the worst internet connection, they need to give you internet because they're stately forced.
Now imagine someone lives in a tower up in space, right? Like a
elevator
kind of thing, and he wants to have internet. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't fucking know that.
Satellite?
Satellite, maybe? Yeah. We just beam it through satellite. So yeah, going back to the topic, I think if you introduce a private company with the state laws, you could like combine it. So like the state would pay it, so us through taxes, but like the state would pay the maintenance of the trains and the tracks and the refueling and the energy and everything around it, and then the company makes sure that you drive train so that you pay the taxes, or like maybe not taxes, but you'd have to pay extra fees.
Is this the Ackerman? Look, Ackerman. Top left corner. You see Ackerman?
This is where the Ackerman family resides. Yeah, no, I don't know what the fuck this is actually. This is just, I don't know.
Where do we get our maneuver gear?
I think it's like down the block to the right where the Scout Regiment building is, you know? The big building with the 2 wings. Right here. Actually, I don't know this place. I've never been in here.
Welcome to the 1500s. Welcome to the 1500s.
Boy.
Can we do like a low budget Oblivion dialogue? Improvised one?
The river sure is beautiful today.
You know, when I was little, I built this bridge with my own hands.
Sure, it must have been dangerous.
Watch out! What are you doing here?
Get away from me, you atrocious creature. I said, get away from me!
If you guys liked it, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you want to see more of this content, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to never ever miss out on any videos of the Friendly Squad. Thank you guys. Peace out.
Yeah, that was perfect.
I'm just natural, you know? Just a natural.